I was good with y'all. Welcome back to another video. Let me know how it's looking right now because I got a new lens on the camera right now. It looks pretty dope. But today's video is gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna be working on my little cousin's whip and we're gonna bring it back to life. So let me show y'all his whip real quick. I didn't even get that startup, but that startup was low-key kind of rough. But if you guys see the interior of this car, we are back in a EK coupe, you know, just like mine. But this one is completely stock. It actually has a new motor in it, well, new to the chassis. It's a D16ZC. I believe that's a JDM D series. So that's pretty dope because the last motor had rod knock, so they just threw this motor in. So let's get this thing cleaned up. I'll show you guys it right now. I'm gonna take it to the car wash because it is pretty dirty. Gonna probably wash the engine bay and whatnot. But we got a couple maintenance things to do to this thing before we actually like get it looking good. But I'm pretty sure this wash will do it justice. And then yeah, right now I'll give you guys a walk around. It is manual too, so that's always a plus. But being inside of a coupe, man, just brings memories. Because when I first got my coupe was clapped, dude. So yeah, I'm excited to for him to bring this thing back to life. Well, we're gonna bring it back to life first. We're gonna get this thing reliably driving, so that way he can actually start driving it more. This is his first car, so right now I'm just gonna do some maintenance to it. Valve cover gasket, oil pan gasket. I believe it needs an alternator too. Last night it was overheating on me, but we fixed that already. We're gonna throw a new radiator in it as well, and just get this thing washed up. So we're gonna hit the car wash it from the outside. That way, you know, got a clean slate, and then probably just pressure wash the engine bay, might as well. And hopefully this thing turns out, you know, better than what it is right now. I'll give you guys a walk around of it right now because it's pretty rough. Yeah, so this thing's it's been abandoned for a couple years, I believe. It's got like this, I believe his dad did it back in the day, early 2000s era. So yeah, let me show you guys it though. So I do believe this is a 96. It is an EX. So it's got power, everything, but you see 2000 era. I hate tinted taillights, so those gotta go. Definitely gonna advise them to change those because yeah, not it. But yeah, this thing needs help, but it's a good slate to start with. To be honest, I'd rather build something like this than to build. Actually, I take that back. I just say that because mine was pretty clapped too when I got it. So that's what it's looking like right now. It's pretty dirty. I do got some other headlights we're gonna throw in this video right now. So the motor that they put in, D16, obviously it's a ZC. I believe this is a VTEC. It says ZC down there, so it's not in bad shape. It's a good motor. So we're just gonna do some maintenance to it, clean it up because it is pretty fried, to be honest. So we're gonna give it a good wash and bring this thing back to life. So without further ado, let's start. So now that we got it kind of washed up because it was pretty dirty, hopefully the engine starts right now because like I said, it does need an alternator, I believe, because the voltage is pretty low, or the terminals that he installed himself are not put on right. So we're gonna check that, but hopefully the car starts so we can take it back to the garage and get started on this. But to be honest, didn't clean up too badly. Obviously looks kind of the same but there was a lot of dust on it. The camera wasn't picking up. Once again, I did not get the startup on camera, but it turned on with no issue, so that's good. Yeah, so it's always scary when you pressure wash an engine bay, especially one when you're not covering anything, but I feel like I've done it so many times that I know everything's gonna be fine, especially if you don't directly put water to the intake, battery, whatever, you know, fuses. It's common sense. So but the car's running good, which is a good sign. So we got that thing washed up, that way when we're working on it, it ain't too dirty. It's always good to do. I'll probably vacuum the inside of this thing and get this thing a little bit more cleaned up than what it is right now, because to be honest, it is pretty damn chopped in here. So yeah, my bad, bro, if you're watching this, but we're gonna get you right. Not that we're gonna be working on the interior thing, but I just feel like it's right to like get this thing cleaned up, just because it is super dirty. Alright, we got it all cleaned up. Let's just pray it turns on. Let's go. It's good. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Now, I believe next stop should be AutoZone. We're gonna pick up some oil, some spark plugs, and then what else do we need? We'll see what else we need when we get over there. But yeah, so far so good. I would say Auto Reliable is Harbor Freight, but in this case, AutoZone is Auto Reliable. So let's go grab what we need. That way we can get this project started. The sooner we finish, the sooner we can get this car back in my cousin's hands. Cause yeah, I can't wait for him to actually get this thing right. I can't wait to throw those other headlights on from my old front end, since I had 96 to 98 before. Now I have 99 to 2000, so it's gonna look way better. Got what we needed. Let's get back to it, because yeah, this thing is looking a chop, bro. Those headlights are gonna make a big difference. They're off my, I already said they're off my other front end that I took off before I swapped to a newer front end. So they're gonna look way better than these. So I can't wait to throw those on for them. They look sick. Let's get this thing right, because we need to keep these 90s cars on the road, bro. Everything is turning into hybrid electric, but these are real vehicles. Alright, now that we back, we gotta replace this coupe with that coupe. Now I can work on it, so let's get this thing out the garage. So we replaced the pink one for the green one. What y'all think? Is it a good trade or what? But anyways, we got this thing in here already. That way we can get started. I think up here, actually the headlights I'm gonna be replacing them with, they're not in the best condition. They're clear. They do need like a refurbishing, probably a sand and a clear coat, but it looks way better than these. Pretty sure these were tinted black, but yeah, over the years they probably just start flaking. And anyways, we don't do that tint stuff around here no more. So we're gonna throw those on, and I'll just show you guys everything we're gonna do to this thing. All right, now that we got the garage somewhat cleaned up, that way we can work in here a lot better. We got the car sitting in here. Like I showed you guys it's a pretty rough shape, but that's why it's a project, so it's gonna, it'll get there. But we got a couple things we're gonna do. We got a valve cover gasket, oil pan gasket, obviously just oil change, top off the coolant, spark plugs, and then throw on these headlights like I said. So without further ado, we're gonna get into it. Like y'all seen, I took out my Civic to put this Civic in, so it's kind of funny. It's the same car, just a little bit different. But yeah, we're gonna get started on this. Let's not waste no time. Let's start with the spark plugs first. After that, we'll do the valve cover gasket. So let's get it. Already running into the first issue. Let me see if you guys can see. Probably not, but in there, maybe you guys see a little bit. Probably not. But anyways, there's like trash. There was like a piece of aluminum in there. So I'm using the house vac because my shop vac broke not that long ago. So we're using Auto Reliable right here to get out what was in there, because we don't want the spark plug to come out and then that go inside the engine, because that's not good. So that got most of it out. So we're gonna continue, because that's super weird. I don't know why that's in there, or I don't know, maybe it could be the valve cover gasket, but we're gonna replace it anyways, because sometimes the one around the spark plug holes, it gets like old and it starts breaking apart. But yeah, let's continue. So look, that's exactly what that was. I think it's off the gasket. It's just deteriorating and went to the spark plug all good. Good thing we got that out. If this would have went in the engine, that's really, really bad. So we got that out, hopefully. So yeah, these spark plugs, they don't look the worst, but they're pretty crap. So we got that new. And yeah, we're just gonna throw these in. Spark plug, all brand new spark plugs are in. Let's get to the valve cover gasket. Alright, let's get it wiped down, surface, clean it up. Good old reliable brake cleaner. Honestly, there's a different angle right here. I don't have a tripod yet, but it's gonna come in the mail soon because I'm trying to take this filming better, like better angles, you know, better content. Just a better experience for you guys watching, because I kind of slack on that, to be honest. I don't want the content to be super repetitive, same angle, same thing. I'm doing this. It's kind of, that's what I'm doing, but I just want it to be more, the experience of you guys watching to be a little bit better. So hopefully this angle is a little bit better. I got you guys on top of my work cabinet, so I need to get a mic too, so we're gonna get that soon. Mic, a tripod, and we're gonna get it soon. Honestly, the inside of this engine looks really, really, really clean. Honestly, it looks really good. Although the oil is pretty dirty, but we're gonna go ahead and get that cleaned up. Yeah, so we're getting surface cleaned up, wiped down. Gonna replace the valve cover gasket, throw that back on, that'll be done. Move on to the oil pan gasket. Obviously flush the oil and everything like that. Just get this thing running tip-top shape, no oil leaks. So yeah. Valve cover gasket's done. What else did we do? Spark plugs are done. So now let's drain the oil. Let's jack this thing up first, drain the oil, and take a visual underneath. Oil pan gasket is leaking, so we're gonna go ahead and replace that. And this thing should be leak free. Doesn't look too bad under here. Oil pan does look pretty cooked, but I mean it's an old car, so it's expected. So we're gonna go ahead and drain the oil and get that replaced. The times that I've worked on these cars, you'd think that I know the drain bolt size by heart, but for some reason I always seem to kind of forget. But this is 17. So I kind of just grinded on this to finish it up because I'm not trying to, you know, have this thing taking too much time. But got it all finished up. But right now we're gonna get these headlights taken care of. So take one last good look at these because these are completely cooked. And next we should have the new ones on. Just like that. Got the new eyes on. Looks way better than what was on there, to be honest. Way better. The car doesn't look as bad no more, to be honest. So got those on. All maintenance is good. Think car still has some flaws. It has like an exhaust leak, but he's just gonna have to get some other headers. What else? The headers, you know, other than that, it's pretty good. Obviously, cosmetic wise, we got to figure out why check engine light's on as well. So that's next. It's probably just because those stock headers are leaking. And the O2 sensors are probably fried as well. So that's what I'm thinking. Also, notice that it has a big hole in the evap box right here. You can't really tell, but I'm pretty sure that's also why, because evap, obviously smog. So other than that, we did clutch slave cylinder, clutch master. What else did we do? Valve cover gasket, oil pan gasket, spark plugs, and just, you know, did a whole bolt check. It's good to go. Runs way better. This car's been sitting for a couple years already. Oh, and it has a new fuel pump as well. The new eyes. We're in the next morning. Got the car all finished up, basically ready for a delivery time. You know, if you guys want to see this car back on the channel, some more things, some actual mods, making this thing actually look, you know, good. But yeah, the car starts right up. It's good to go. Does still have check engine light. Haven't scanned it, but I'm pretty sure just O2 sensors. Like I said, this is not the original car. This is not the original motor from this car, so it is a swap. So I mean, with the swap, there's always gonna be slight issues because I'm not the one that put it in, but car's running good though. You guys just seen, started right up. So we ended up finishing it up. Had a little slight coolant leak just from the little coolant house thermostat to intake manifold. Nothing crazy, but we're done. We're gonna go deliver it now. Yeah, we're gonna go deliver it now. But it's only right that we take the coupe on this little drive, so it should be fine. Plus, we got gas, and it's just fucking coupe to coupe. It'll look sick. So, yeah, we're gonna mob this thing. Fuck it. Oh, he gone. Hell yeah, I feel. I was telling my cousin Angel right now, I'm like, damn, who boosted, me or you? Because I couldn't even catch up to him, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, so we finished up my cousin's whip. That thing's all dialed in, running way better. Let me know if you guys want to see that thing back on the channel. We'll probably, you know, wrap it, maybe we'll lower it, exhaust. That thing's fully bone stock, so that's a good platform to start on, especially for his first car, because that is his first car. So we got that done. Let me show you guys a sneak peek of what's gonna be for the next video. It's gonna be about the Civic. I got a couple things for it. I got 2 things for it actually. So that's gonna be for the next video, but I'm gonna show you guys one of the things that we're gonna do to it. So let me pull it back into the garage. You guys tell one of the main things that's missing off the coupe right now. If you guess the front lip, yes, that thing has no lip. We did do these custom side skirts that I did before on my previous setup when the car was like midnight purple. We're still running the IS300 rear lip. If you guys were wondering what that is, that's IS300 lip. These are actually rain gutters that I made myself. Kind of ghetto, but it works. I only did that because I was running those charge speed style side skirts that I sold to my homie Gus. But the only reason I stopped running those is because my car was way too kit low and I really couldn't get certain places. Once I took those off, and then after that we ended up doing the downpipe for the exhaust, and that downpipe is actually 3-inch. It's pretty massive, and that thing sits super low. I did raise the car quite a bit, but that downpipe sits pretty dang low. If you can tell right there, like that's the lowest part of the car is the downpipe, which is pretty unfortunate, but it is all good. I did raise the car. It doesn't look too terrible in my opinion, but it is missing a front lip, so let me show you the front lip I picked up for it. So I ended up going with this Mugen Rep front lip. I used to have it on my previous setup when I had the 96 to 98 front end. I always liked this front lip, and it's not too aggressive. The charge speed front lip that I had before was pretty nice, and I do still like it. It's just like I said, it was just too aggressive, and yeah, if I was on bigger wheels, it would have been perfectly fine. But since I'm on 15s and not 16s or 17s, the car sits even lower than it would if it had bigger wheels. Having some issues trying to fit it up, but it's obviously not going to be black. It's going to be paint matched. I'm going to wrap it. I do want to re-wrap this car because this is my first time wrapping the car. It has some imperfections in the wrap that I don't like, and it bugs me because now I wrap so much better because I already wrapped the IS. I've done a couple side work. So yeah, this front lip looks good. It's going to sit clean. It's going to look sick. The car is not too low, but it's going to give it that low that it needs. I might drop the front just a little bit. I did raise it quite a bit, but maybe like a ½ an inch. Yeah, it's looking a little tall, but it'll be fine. But yeah, front lip definitely needed, so that's gonna look sick. Paint match. Don't mind why we got the IS bumper right here, because let's just say I had a really bad construction zone and it flew off, so that's been there. I do gotta touch up some pieces of the wrap, so I need to do that. Probably gonna throw that on the car. Probably won't record that just because it ain't too major, but we got some things coming for the IS as well. I want to get that front tilt in, so that's coming in. I got the IS freaking stock exhaust over here, but yeah, and that box right there, that's for the Civic, if you guys can guess. And I'll just tell you guys, it's coilovers for the Civic, so we're gonna be replacing the coils on this, probably swapping the Swift springs since this thing is not slammed anymore, throwing those on the IS, get that thing way lower and sitting cleaner. So that's coming probably for the next video. Stay tuned. So stay tuned for the next video on this thing. I really want to be driving this thing a lot more. I actually have been, but it doesn't look to par. So that front lip is going to make a big difference. Honestly, just the slightest thing like a front lip makes a big difference since we got the side skirts and the rear lip. So we got to definitely throw that on. Especially the coilovers, we're going to throw those on. And then, yeah, just gets to driving this thing more. I was thinking of doing a wastegate dump out the hood. Let me know what you guys think. We do have the full exhaust now. We did have the hood exit before, but I never cut the hood. Good thing I didn't, because I was not feeling that. So maybe the wastegate dump will be pretty sick just to give it a little bit more of a vibe. So might do that. And yeah, just, you know, get to driving this thing more, get some more POV driving, because I haven't really done anything like that ever since I boosted it. So we're going to get some of that content coming as well. So yeah, just make sure you guys stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys for watching. Let's get it.